you were talking earlier about something that we are doing with the clinic and the podcast regarding bringing somebody on. And basically, to get straight to it, my brother John
Oh
is
yeah.
going to be an intern for me over the summer and help me with anything video related. Honestly, just a bunch of miscellaneous tasks, if to put it kindly or shortly. I have to make like thumbnails. I have to do the podcast clips. Um, I have to just do a bunch of other stuff like that, and that I don't necessarily need to be doing, and
Right.
that there's something that John could be doing.
Right.
So with that, with him being here, I'm also going to teach him how to produce the podcast, so I can be on the podcast.
Yep.
Be on the couch and see how that goes. So I'm pretty excited.
Comfy couch.
I'm meeting with him this week to go over some stuff, go over expectations and
Okay, he was hilarious
pay and
when
stuff like that.
he called me and he goes, Harrison needs to meet with me on Wednesday. And I said, okay, about? And he goes, about this job for the summer. Because, and so I need to get a ride up there. And I'm like, okay,
His
well,
dad's gonna probably take him, right?
yeah. I was like, we can get you to the clinic. I was like, what about practice? And he's like, I already talked to my coach. I'm running from home because it's the day after a meet. So then I've got that covered. And I'm going to meet with them about what the job entails and the expectations. So
Yeah. I told him it's very interesting because I think as a young man, I wonder if he'll understand. I'm sure he will, but coming into the clinic, I quickly realized that work is work is work and family's family. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you have to kind of draw that line.
Yes.
I guess.
yeah,
And so I feel like since I've started here, we've been able to maneuver around that line very well. And so John can't come in here. Like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, what's up? What's up? You know, I don't know. Like, he's got to.
yeah. He needs an air of professionalism.
Right. He's got.
But you also have to remember he's 15.
I know, and that's what I'm saying is that's why I said it's going to be interesting to see if he'll.
Yes.
I mean, it's not going to happen instantly, but I'm hoping over time. I think he's going to enjoy it. I think he's going to have a good time.
But when I had him helping over COVID when we were curbside and we needed extra hands, he did understand.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You know, if somebody's calling you and needs help, you need to go help.
Yeah.
And this and this and this. I do think that all of you guys really do understand the privilege of having the clinic as a business and as a family business, and also understanding that it's our responsibility as a family to make sure that it runs the way it should run, and that we take care of the people that work for us, and that, you know, all of that. I think as everybody gets that, you know, that we're responsible for almost 50 people in terms of making sure that we practice sound business principles so that everybody can get a paycheck to buy their groceries, to, you know what I mean? Like, it's,
Yeah.
you know,
I think
people get that.
I think he'll
I think
pick
you
up
guys
on
get
it.
that.
Yeah, I think I'll pick up on it pretty quickly, even just seeing me interact with the employees. Because I've told Dr. Duckwall this when we were having our meeting for Mythbusters, but the way I act at home and the way I act here is completely different. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but
I don't think you're that different. What do you mean?
you think so? I don't know. I think I might. I don't think I. And this isn't a bad thing, but I don't think I'm completely myself here because I feel like I can't.
Oh, I would agree with that. That
Yeah.
you're much more. Yeah, you
Yeah.
are reserved and you are very
Right.
professional when you are here.
Right.
So I think which I think, you know, speaks volume to creating credibility. You know,
Right.
so because the
I learned
staff,
that being
right?
an RA,
I mean,
yeah.
anytime you're working with a family business, the fear, right, would be that, oh, it's a shit show, right? It's chaos. The husband and the wife don't get along. Oh, crap. They're bringing in their kid now.
Right.
Like, you know, it's going to be some massive disorganized
Right.
drama.
Right.
And the best thing that people have said is, who's Richie? Because they don't know, right? I mean,
Where is he? I don't know.
he stays in his lane, you know, I stay in my lane. There's no drama. There's no family drama. They're like, you wouldn't even know that he works here, or you wouldn't even know that Harrison is necessarily their son, other than he's,
Right.
name, his
Right.
last name is such. But I think that that's something that I've really prided myself and ourselves on, is the fact that it can be a family business, but is extremely organized and not, and without drama.
Right. I mean, I learned that being an RA. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember seeing all the RAs that would be good friends with their residents, and it would just go terribly.
Yeah.
They would not do well.
Yeah, and I think in our industry, it's known. I mean, there's a lot of husband-wife teams,
Oh, yeah.
right? So either the practice manager is a wife and the husband's a veterinarian, or vice versa, or they're both veterinarians, or whatever it might be. So it's historically known for being dramatic. And so one of the interview questions we always get from potential interviewees is, do they get along?
Right.
Oh, I understand that. He works here. Do they get along?
Right.
How involved is he in the business? Because that can be really hard, for employees.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
So yeah, we've been really, really lucky.
We have been. To be quite frank, I don't know how it works.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like it just happens.
Yeah, it does. But that's because your dad and I like working with each other.
You're right.
And we have
it would be a catastrophe if you didn't. So.
Right. Well, and I think from the very beginning, we've always shared a similar, we have the same vision for our family,
Right.
and for what we wanted the objective to be. What are the end objectives? So we're constantly working in tandem to accomplish those things.
Right.
And I think I'm proud of the fact that we've been a good example for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In terms of what is a working relationship like, and what do two people that love each other, how do they treat one another? I think people are able to see that, and I feel good about being an example of that.
Right. Right.
And that's because your dad's a really good guy.
Yeah. He's all right.
So
He's okay.
yeah.
Just hangs out in Tennessee all the time. Uh-huh. not even making time for his kids. Jesus. Hey, Dad, I'm over here. I'm quite literally the only man in the clinic now.
You know what he's saying is,
I'm
no,
the only
Jonah
guy.
Harry is here.
Jonah Harry's here for 3 weeks. And
For
I'm
3
stranded by
weeks, he's
myself.
an extern. If any of you guys see him, if your clients out there, if you guys see him in an exam room, make sure you say hi. Super nice guy. He's doing a 3-week externship. He's a Purdue student. His dad owns a veterinary clinic in Fort Wayne that he will be a part of when he finishes graduation. So he's here learning some different things, and yeah, so it's fun having another guy.
Yeah. For 3 weeks. Yeah.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah. It'll be interesting having John here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite the dynamic having him in here in this room. This room is pretty big. I mean, it's filled with a bunch of stuff. You guys can't really see it, but he's having a desk right up here against the wall, and we're back to back. And I'm very interested to see how the dynamic is.
If he talks to you, like distracts you the whole time.
Yeah, like I don't know, like we both play games. We're both like, I'm much more techie than he is, but he's still like we both have very similar interests.
Yes, I would agree with that.
And so yeah, I could talk to him about games for a few hours. So that's not going to happen. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure.
I think you guys will work fine together. It'll be fun for him. And then I thought it was great because he's going to be kind of like the example, or we're going to use him as a guinea pig.
But I think for future interns,
for other high school students that might want to learn, because like Garen does the externships, or Westfield does externships. Then we could actually have a high school student come in, and who's interested in video production or podcast productions, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And we have them do
it's
an
so
externship.
weird thinking that, like, I don't know, I'm going to be taking care, or I'm going to be like the higher, like I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm considered the expert at this point. Like they're looking at podcast production, and I'm by no means a podcast producer. I don't know. I don't consider myself one.
Yeah, but you've learned a lot, and you've done a great job. So
yeah. So any future interns that kind of know my stuff, if you want to come.
Yeah, I think we can open up some doors for some people just to learn some others, give people, because like you think about like in Westfield or Carmel High School, whatever.
Yeah, there's really no way to do that kind of stuff, is there? Yeah.
Where you could actually do the work.
Yeah.
You could probably go in, you could probably observe, but could you actually do the work?
I will say, after my experiences with internships, I'm trying to learn from their mistakes in terms of introducing software, like my editing software, Premiere, the Adobe Suite, just making learning a much easier and fun process. Because I did a few interns where they kind of just throw you in and they're like, here you go. I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to be doing?
Right.
Well, how does this work? I've never done this stuff. You want me to export this to this, but there's just so much going on. I didn't know what to do, and I'm too nervous to ask questions. So I feel like I need to like act like I know what I'm doing. Like I'm trying to not do that.
Right.
So because mainly those experiences put a sour taste in my mouth. Um, it made me realize that not everybody knows what they're doing. So
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.